This one's good. This one is super fantastic. Just so oh hey guys, I didn't know you were there. I'm actually not ready for this video yet. So while I get ready, cue the intro. Now, Swiss Arabian is a Dubai-based fragrance company that was founded in 1974. They specialize in making Westernize Oud fragrances. So think of like more mainstream Oud-based fragrances. That's what they're focused on. Now, usually their market is only in that region, but they recently expanded into America. And when they did, they contacted me and a few other reviewers to give us a chance to showcase their brand to you guys. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, in this case, they sent me 5 different fragrances to test out, and I'm gonna go through each one of them and I'll give you my thoughts on them for you guys. And without further ado, let's get right into the fragrances. First, we have Moody Myyes. Now, this is an easy to wear oud fragrance. It's not barnyard, it's not skanky. The oud in this comes off more airy, dry, and a little bit medicinal. Now, alongside the oud, you're gonna get citruses, spices, and an overall feel of musk, like an airy musk to like capture and round up the fragrance. It smells really nice. It's not super mass appealing, but it is something that is nice for the people who want to maybe get their feet wet in the oud fragrance scene. This is a nice one to grab and try out because it's not gonna be too off-putting, and it's still easy to wear enough for those new people out there who wants to know what oud has to offer. And the best thing about this is that it's cheap, man. It's like $34.99 for a 100 ml bottle, so you can try a little bit of oud fragrance without paying the oud price, which I find really nice in this one. So if you're new to the fragrance world, you want to try some oud, I recommend this one. This is a nice one to go out and grab. Next, we have Casablanca. Now, this is actually one of my favorite from the 5 that I was given. This is a gourmand fragrance, a light gourmand fragrance. It starts out with a note of sweet apple, and in the base, you're gonna get this kind of creamy, like almost frosting like white dessert smell. It smells really delicious. Now, I have to say, it does lean feminine though, so for those of you guys who love masculine fragrances, this is not for you. This is more for the sweet tooth like myself, who love gourmand fragrances, who love sweet fragrances. This is an awesome one. I really enjoy wearing this. The only problem I have with this is that the projection is quite soft. Like, it doesn't scream out of your skin very much, so that might be a problem for a lot of you guys out there. But personally, I do think that with gourmand fragrances, it can be a good thing that it's quite soft, because you do not want to project a strong cake smell everywhere you walk. Well, you might want to do that, but for me, I don't want to do that. Sweet and subtle is often really good when it comes to gourmand fragrances. It gives you that like mysterious kind of seductive sweetness aura when people walk past you, and this one definitely has that. Really good gourmand fragrance, Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. Moving on, we have Darvon. Now, out of the 5 fragrances that I've tested, this is definitely a feminine release. Now, the best way to describe this fragrance is imagine all the designer level female fragrances that has a heavy note of raspberry. This is like the niche version, the more darker niche version of those designer fragrances. It has a really strong note of raspberry, very sweet, very sexy, seductive. It also has a base of, you know, oud, of course, because this brand specializes in Western oud, right? It has to have oud. So this is raspberry and oud. Smells fantastic, like I said, quite sexy and alluring. If my girlfriend loved wearing oud, I actually would love to have her wear this around me. I just really like it, but it's definitely a feminine fragrance. Now, another way to describe this fragrance is it smells like a female version of Tuscan leather. Now, imagine Tuscan leather, but a lot more stronger in the raspberry note and less prominent on the darker notes. That's what you get with this fragrance. I love Tuscan leather, so I also love this one in turn as well. So if you're looking for a female version of Tuscan leather, or your girlfriend or your wife wants to get into more niche fragrances and they like raspberry notes already, this might be a great one for them to try out. Next, we have Oud Maknoon. Now, this is the most unique one out of the 5, but also the most challenging one. Now, when I'm saying challenging, I'm not saying that the oud is skanky or too strong or anything like that. It's challenging because it's different. Like, it's very niche, it's very different that I don't think like the mainstream people out there are gonna appreciate. So this is definitely more for the artsy folks out there. Now, that being said, the smell of this is, man, how do I describe this? It has a top note of saffron, so it gives it this kind of like orangey, spicy like vibe at the top, mixed with rose, amber, and oud. Now the rose gives it this like sweet floralness. The amber, that's the interesting part about this one, is the amber. The amber gives off this syrupy kind of vibe. Now I smelled some syrupy fragrances before, but the syrupy vibe in this fragrance is truly unique. It's very, very syrupy. Like I feel like I'm just holding like syrup in my hand and smelling it and feeling how slippery the syrup is at the same time. It's super, super syrupy. Man, it just smells really, really different. It's definitely for the artsy folk. Myself personally, it's not my favorite fragrance. I can't lie about it. It's not my favorite fragrance, but I can see this being in like a collection of people who love to collect unique fragrances, because this is definitely a unique one. Now, one more thing about this is that I was told by the owner that this was created to layer with other fragrances in your collection to give it more of a longer lasting power. Now this really, really does last a long time, so it would help your other fragrance last longer. But one thing it will do is it would definitely change the smell of your fragrance a lot. But I don't like to layer so much, so I can't speak too much on those points. But for those of you who love to layer and love to mix like different smells in your collection, this might be a great one to have, especially if you're struggling to get longer lasting power in other fragrances, because this is quite literally a beast. Try this one out, Oud Maknoon. Finally, I've saved the best for last. This is my most favorite fragrance out of the 5, and it will be replacing one of my all-star fragrances in my own collection, and this fragrance is called Shaghaf Oud, the older, bolder brother of 24 Gold by Scent Store. Yes, when I first smelled this fragrance, I was like, wow, this is the best. This is truly, truly the best affordable oud fragrance at the price point. I really, really believe it. Man, it's just so good. Imagine the 24 Gold DNA, but with amped up dark note, amped up oud, amped up vanilla. It smells like a tad bit more gourmandy. It's just sexier, more alluring, darker, and also longer lasting than 24 Gold, which is crazy to me because 24 Gold already lasts quite a good amount of time. This is like, I don't know what else to say about it, guys. It's just amazing. This is like my favorite, like 24 Gold. You guys know I love that, but this is even better. So if you like 24 Gold, I really, really urge you to try this fragrance. It's gonna be like probably one of your favorite for the winter time. It will be my favorite comes to winter time next year whenever I get to wear it in Vegas. But yeah, this is really, really good. Man, it's just, like I said, more gourmandy, darker, more vanilla, like less sweet than 24 Gold, I say. Less sweet, more darker notes. It's just overall amazing, amazing fragrance at like just a bit more than 24 Gold in terms of price tag. I'll leave the price on the screen. You guys probably all know. It's not that much more expensive. It lasts longer and it smells like bolder and richer. That's all I can say about it. Amazing, amazing release. Shaghaf Oud from Swiss Arabian. Alright guys, that's all the fragrances that Swiss Arabian sent me. Now, my overall thoughts on the brand is I think they're a pretty good brand. I mean, like, they're affordable pricing. I think all their fragrances are like under $100 for 100 ml, except for Oud Maknoon, which is the most expensive one. Other than that, they're also quite creative as well for the price point. I mean, like, some of them, they might have taken inspiration from other fragrances, but they change it enough to make it unique, while they also still have their own unique creations too. With that said, guys, you can check out all of these 5 fragrances and the Swiss Arabian brand in the description below. Please go show them some love because they show us love by supporting this channel. And with that said, guys, I'll see you guys later in the next video. Peace. Oh, don't forget, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. That would really help support me so much. I appreciate all of you guys' work. And yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.